Alright guys, welcome back to another CS2 skins video, and today we're going to take a look at the best budget knife and glove combos you can get in the game right now. I've picked out 10 different combos, 6 of which we're classing as super budget, and then the other 4 we're going to class as value budget. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new around here, and let's go right into it. So to clarify right off the bat, super budget is anything that is under £300 total, and then value budget is anything under £500 total. So all the prices are accurate as of the 24th of October. I've also pulled all the prices from Skinport. We've kindly sponsored today's video. We'll tell you a bit more about them now in a second. One thing you guys need to do is let me know if you like this breakdown of value budget versus like super budget, trying to create some sort of definitions, because we've had these conversations over the past couple of weeks, and budget just has such a wide, vast amount of like opinions on what is actually budget. So we want to try and get that defined. Let's go right into it. Today's video is sponsored by Skinport. If you want to buy or sell your CS2 skins, Skinport is the place for you. Whether you're looking for some budget gems or skins you can flex to your mates, there's something for everyone with over 1 million skins available on Skinport at any time. Now let's talk fees. There are 0 buyer fees, and for those selling, the fee ranges from 2% to 12%, with payouts being sent in your local currency. So Skinport offers a fast, smooth, easy and secure experience for buying and selling skins, and this is why they have a 4.9 out of 5 rating on Trustpilot. For more details, check the link in the video description or pinned comment, and thank you to Skinport for sponsoring today's video. Now, the first combo today is going to be this lovely combination of Resin the Red field tested gloves and then a field tested gut knife autotronic. You'll see on the top right hand side of the screen we'll have all the details on the pricing and the float and all that good stuff about the skins. This combination comes in at a total of £250 and 2 pence. So £250. I think if you've got a red inventory, like one of the best gut knives is the autotronic, because the handle changes. And this honestly looks super clean. For 250 quid right now, this is actually a really nice combination to get. The second combination is going to be the Polygon Moto gloves in field tested. But then we're going to pair it with a Huntsman knife in factory new, and it's going to be a Brightwater. This combination is 158 for the gloves, 135 for the knife, so 293 in total. And it just goes like this Brightwater with the Polygon gloves is one of those matches in CS that is just amazing. Now, one thing to mention, obviously, just because I'm using a Brightwater Huntsman doesn't mean you can't use a Brightwater gut knife, shadow daggers, bowie knife, whatever you want. But this is just, I have to pick one knife, otherwise the price range is crazy. So just keep that in mind for the future selections. Now, one that's definitely doing a lot more budget friendly, because it's £208 in total, is going to be the sort of rust coat combinations. Now, here we have Hand Wrapped Constrictor. We've actually got them in minimal wear, which is £84. But then we have the Ursus knife rust coat for £124.25 in Battle Scarred. And we actually managed to get a 0.84 float in this in Battle Scarred, which means it looks super brown. And I would like to knock at the rare inspect for a second. There we go. So obviously this one isn't flashy, doesn't really shine, but you're talking like £200 combo to get a knife that does have nice animations or something specific and unique about it, which is kind of cool, and then gloves that match it without clashing with anything else. I think this is actually a solid combination. Now, I love this one because I think so many people think this isn't going to be a budget like combination, and it's £291 in total. So this is the Hand Wrapped Caution in Battle Scarred. Now, you will see on the inside of the gloves it gets some wear and on the top, but overall these Caution gloves actually still look pretty damn good. Even in high Battle Scarred they can still look good. And what I like to do is pair them with a Huntsman knife black laminate. Any black laminate does the job, but I think specifically the Huntsman looks super clean in this one. Now, one thing here is I went for the Battle Scarred, a high float Battle Scarred black lam as well, because that used to be the popular thing. I think that might have changed now in CS2, just looking at it now. So maybe it depends on what sort of black lam you want. I think around this price you could get field tested all the way to Battle Scarred, so sort of pick and choose what you're feeling based on that. Now, the fifth combination is the cheapest of the bunch, and you can see that we've got the duct tape gloves already. These are field-tested duct tape gloves for £52, and then we pair it with a Survival Urban Mask. Now, I featured this in one of the budget inventory videos recently as a really nice combination you can go for, because in total it's £146 and 13 pence. I know this is by no means flashy. It's even cheaper than the Rust Coast combinations, which I know some people don't like either, but I think overall, like, you don't need to spend £1,000 on knife and glove combos. If you're desperate to have a knife and glove combo, being able to get two that come together for under 150 quid is kind of crazy, especially given the current prices. And then our final super budget combination actually comes a few pound over the £300 threshold we set, but it was too good not to include, and it's going to be the Spruce DD-Pat hand wraps paired with a Skeleton Knife Force DD-Pat. Now, it's over by £10. This combination is £310 in total. £92 for the gloves, £217 for the knife. But I think the fact that you're getting a skeleton knife, which obviously has nice animations, if I can force it to actually show the animations, is the other thing here. There you go. You got some of them. And then the draw animation will occasionally do that, which I think looks really cool. Again, isn't very flashy, but the DD-Pat patterns pair together. And I just think the fact that you're getting good condition hand wraps, like a good, a decent photo field test it, and then a skeleton knife for this price is just very good in general. And then that allows us to move on to the 4 value budget combos. And I'm going to start it off with the combination that I know might have some questions over whether or not it actually is a good combo, because it's such a personal preference thing. And it's going to be the case hardened combos. Now, I actually think this looks nuts, especially with his agent skin with the gold watch. Case hardened gloves are pattern based now, and you can get a case hardened talon knife with a nice pattern on it. You can see the blue tip when you inspect it on that side. Obviously, play side is mostly yellow, but it gets a really nice reflection in the light. And then that yellow pairs in with like these gloves and then like the watch. And then whenever you do inspect it, you'll see the blue tip. This combination is £477. I think overall, to get a talon knife, a nice pair of gloves that will actually look good with other weapons too. Like you can see, they don't really clash with like too many things. Like sometimes they won't work perfectly, but they're not like a blatant huge clash that's going to be annoying, if you know what I mean. So this is definitely a solid combination. Then we're going to have the Becker gloves, as some people like to call them. It's going to be the Imperial Blades in Field Test, which are actually taking up a big chunk of the budget. This is more than some of the previous combos. These gloves in Field Test are £335. And then you're forced towards an ultraviolet, which is £140. Now, there is some logic behind this, and that logic is you see the gloves more than you see the knife. So in some cases, it actually makes sense to spend more on the gloves because you're going to see them every single time you're playing, and then the knife just needs to make sure that it pairs nicely, and you're going to see it at a limited amount. And this is one of these combinations that works really well for that. The ultraviolet with the Imperial Blades. I really like the Bowie knife for this because I think it's well priced. Also, I've shown a Huntsman a couple times at this point, but you could also go Huntsman. You could also go Gut Knife. There's a couple of different options around this price point that you could go for. But overall, I think this was a pretty solid sort of combination to have. Now, these last 2 combinations, if you've watched the stream, you'll know I love. You can see the big game gloves here in well worn. And then I'm going to pair it with a factory new Tiger Tooth. Now, this combination is £427 in total. Now, Tiger Tooth is the one that gets that actual brightness effect. Like, you can see the reaction of the light hitting the knife, which is crazy nice. And then sports gloves look good even in battle scarred. Now, I've stepped up to well worn here because I wanted it to be that little bit better. But you can just see this combination works so well together. And again, the plus side with these gloves is that they don't overly clash too much. Like, if I try to get something that's even like blue, the orange and the blue actually kind of works together a little bit. If I go for my Deagle, which is white, the big game gloves kind of pair in with it fairly decently. I'm getting shot at here. So overall, I think this is one of the best combinations from the bunch. And then I'm going to end it with what might just be my favorite, and it's going to be the Scarlet Shamat Slaughter combination. Now, I would say a Doppler Phase 2 might be preferable to the Slaughter, but you have to pay a bit more for that. This combination just comes in at £492, which is just like £8 under our max budget. Now, I've gone for a Paracord Slaughter. You could try other Slaughters if you can get them in the price, but I actually think the Paracord looks pretty good. I know the draw animation is mostly that one, where it just draws out and up into the screen. You saw one a minute ago. There you go, where it throws it side to side. Inspect is mostly this, and then it does the toss in it, which I think is kind of nice as well. Scarlet Shamans in Wear Worn, much of the big games look good. Paracord Knife Slaughter in Min Wear with a good float in general. This knife, and it's a long blade too. Like, this looks mean in game, I think. And I'd say overall, this is my favorite combination. If people could kindly stop spamming shit. I think that's 10 combinations that look pretty damn good, and I think all of them I'd honestly consider using in game. I don't think there's any that I would like turn my nose up at. Obviously, some I have a preference for. I think the Slaughter, the Tiger Tooth, and the Case Hardened combos are probably my favorite, and they are the more expensive ones. The budget gem combos I really like are that blue Polygon and Brightwater, and then also the DD-Pat combos. I think they're pretty cool. If you can let me know which one was your favorite in the comments down below, and also let me know what you guys thought of the breakdown between like super budget and value budget, and if you think this is a decent sort of approach for moving forward with things. Because I could honestly make like 3-4 videos on this. Like, there's probably about 50 combinations you can build in the grand scheme of things that are going to be deemed somewhat budget. So yeah, I said that, guys. That's going to be me for today. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you're out here. Remember to check the link in the top of the description or the pinned comment, because that's Skinport. Thanks again to them for sponsoring today's video. And guys, thank you guys for watching. You guys have been smashing the support recently. It means an absolute bunch. Hopefully you enjoy this content and we'll keep it coming. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.